Lollapalooza 2024, we are here. It's Lou, Q101. We've been live all weekend, and this is a huge moment for me. I'm so excited after, especially last night, seeing them just destroy at Dahlia Hall. The last dinner party, hanging out with us. We have Abigail and Georgia. Guys, first of all, I was going to do the whole, origin story. How'd you guys meet? Well, it was at school. That's great. We all know. You met at school. It's a great story. Last night was absolutely awesome. Were you guys feeling it on stage? I mean, that version of Sinner was a banger. The whole show, just top to bottom. Were you guys feeling it as well? It seemed like you were.
Big time.
Definitely.
Amazing.
I think, it's hard to do a midnight show at the very end of a really long kind of world tour that we've been on. But as soon as we stepped out on stage, it was like just a shot of adrenaline. It was great. Yeah.
You could feel it too, just watching you guys. Like the crowd, the energy from the crowd was affecting everybody. It was just, it raised everything. That version of the Feminine Urge too last night was. If I'm going to compare it to the Webster Hall version you guys have out now, maybe I'm a little biased, but I'm saying the Thalia Hall version wouldn't hurt. I wouldn't be mad if we saw that floating around out in the ether out there.
No, me either.
So you guys are talking about your touring, and I mean, for real, like, I don't know how you guys sleep, but the one thing I see on your touring that's consistent is sold out, sold out, sold out. What you guys are doing is making an impact. It's connecting with people. And just watching you guys, it's almost like the last dinner party. It's more of a vibe. Like, you guys have created a whole thing. Are you seeing that from your fans as well?
Yeah, it's really cool. It started kind of quite quickly at shows. We'd start seeing people dress up and see people queuing and all kind of wearing outfits.
Right.
That, and it started to become kind of like a TLDP look, which was really cool. Like, I remember we did a show in London a while ago, and my friend was on his way to the show. And then he said, I saw like a bunch of random people at the Tube, and I just knew how they were dressed, that they were coming to your show, which was cool.
That happened last night. I swear to God. We were in Pilsen. We're headed over to Thalia Hall, and we were seeing people who were like, yep, they're going. You'll see it today here at Lollapalooza. It's 90 degrees, and people will be decked out for you guys, which is absolutely...
Hell
That's
yeah.
nice.
Have you ever thought about like having some fun with it, though? Like seeing if you can get them all to dress up as cats or something like...
We should abuse that power.
Yes,
we should.
Yes,
we
you should.
Yeah.
Lean into it a little bit. It's
Yeah.
going to be great. A bunch of people show up dressed like rabbits. It'd be awesome. What's going on? I don't know. We're doing an Alice in Wonderland thing tonight.
Yeah.
What do you want from us?
Totally.
Last dinner party with us here at Lollapalooza. You guys will be on 5:45 on the Tito stage. Compared to last night, I mean, what are we going to see as far as the set goes? How does it change for you guys? Because, I mean, this is a different animal, right? You're in front of 100,000 people at Lollapalooza versus that intimate crowd, that intimate set, and just a very different vibe. How is it for you guys?
Yeah, it's a different show, I think, when we do festivals. We have less time normally for our set, so we kind of stack it with the most energetic bangers that we can muster. And yeah, I mean, it's just a different kind of energy in the daytime, and the heat is pretty brutal.
Yeah, right.
Not that that'll stop us. But yeah, I think we might mix it up just a tad.
Different covers,
Different
maybe.
colours, perhaps.
Well, yeah, last night, that was incredible.
That was really fun.
You were all over the room, too.
I got to go up in a turret.
It was like a
fun.
magic show all of a sudden. You
Yeah.
popped out up in the corner. I was like, oh, my God. This is
Yeah, let's get
absolutely
weird
awesome.
with it, make it a bit theatrical.
So the album's out, A Prelude to Ecstasy. When you guys are working on a song, and listening to the album, you can hear like just how fluid and how together you guys are. What's the process look like? I mean, how does that all come together to be what it sounds like on an album?
Depends. I think for the majority of Prelude, the songs, most of them I had written like on piano first, and they were just sort of piano ballads with just vocals and piano, and then I'd bring them in and everyone would work on it and transform them into something very different. And that was really exciting. And then now we still write like that. Like, I'll bring songs in, and then other people will write as well. Or it'll start with Aurora doing a kind of production thing on her laptop and kind of starting a song like that, or we'll kind of all sit in a room together and jam. It's like we like experimenting with different ways of writing. I think it's more interesting.
It just seems like it also seamlessly ties together in the end. And I mean, not that other bands don't kind of have the same vibe, but this, you guys, the way you do it, it just seems so well orchestrated, like you are so on the same page when you're doing it. And I mean, look, it speaks for itself. You guys are up for the Mercury Prize, which is in the UK Album of the Year. And how are you feeling about that? Are you guys like prepping an acceptance speech? Are you just gonna wing it, or what's going through your mind with that? Because it's next month, September.
Yeah.
It's almost here.
God, it is.
Fuck.
Shit.
Yeah. Hey, sorry, I didn't mean to throw that on you before Lollapalooza too.
Honestly, it's I don't think we're gonna win it because it's just such a phenomenal category, so many amazing artists and stuff. But just to be nominated is like
I think
such
that's enough.
a bucket list kind of thing. Like, it's the previous artists who have won it and been nominated are so incredible. So yeah, as a UK artist, I think it's probably the biggest accolade you could ask for, to be nominated.
Yeah.
All right, well, when you guys do win it, we're going to play you saying we're not going to win it back every time before we play one of your songs on Q101.
Yeah, all right, that sounds good.
The last dinner party at Lollapalooza today, 5:45, the Tito stage. If you're here, you want to see this performance. Abigail, Georgia, thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you for the show last night, and I
You're
can't wait to see you
welcome.
today.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.